Hello lovely people and welcome to my channel. Thank you for being here today. Thank you community. So today's pick card is going to be about wealth. So what is next when it comes to wealth? And we're going to leave it open, because wealth can come in different ways. But it's, always related to some type of money, but it could also be abundance. So with that being said, we can choose between 3 piles today. And the first pile that we are going to choose, this is the 6 of Pentacles, pile number 1. And we also have the Ametrine here. This is amethyst with citrine. That has also to do with wealth and abundance and money. Then we have pile number 2, and this is the Wheel of Fortune. And then we have the gemstone, also that has to do with wealth and money, Pyrite stone. Pile number 3, we have the Hierophant, Major Arcana. And we have also this about wealth, abundance and money. This is the gemstone, that is Malachite. So with that being said, let's get started. Hello and welcome pile number 1. So if you selected this Ametrine, this amethyst and citrine, and also the 6 of Pentacles, this is your reading. So today's pick-up card is what's next when it comes to wealth. And the first I can see that this 2 persons that seem kind of collaborating, or there's some type of partnership. They are both smiling, and there's kind of some type of celebration. We see all these roses, and there's very, very colorful and happiness. The 6 of Pentacles has also to do with balance and also give and take. Kind of some type of things that are coming kind of injustice for us. This could be that maybe we have been overworking, overdoing or something, and then we stop and focus more on ourselves. And then these things start, this balance starts to come. We also attract this beautiful balanced energy when it comes to wealth and also money. So shuffle some cards and also have some oracle cards, and let's see. So for beautiful pile 1, and thanks for being here today. What can we know what next when it comes to wealth? The Magician. Nice. The 6 of Cups, the 7 of Cups, the energy of the Queen of Cups, and the 8 of Pentacles. It's very interesting so far because you have the first one, Major Arcana, and then you have a lot of cups and then pentacles, and the card that you chose is also about pentacles. So there's something, maybe you're opening up for a kind of emotional block that had to do with money that you're opening now. Because we have 3 cards here that has to do with cups. This is water energy, such as Scorpio, Pisces or Cancer zodiac sign. And we have both this earthy. You go kind of from the 6 to the 8 of Pentacles. So there's some type of leveling up also in your energy. Like Taurus, Capricorn and Virgo, all this earthy energy. So maybe there were some past issues that something was blocked, some of the chakras or some type of patterns, beliefs could also be that it's changing. Because when you start with the Magician, which is quite nice, it's kind of the beginning. We see the first card, number 1 here. This is kind of attracting and also manifesting what you want. Month number 4, like April, may be significant. But look at this person is kind of attracting things, literally, letting things coming to alignment. Maybe it was also, there was some thinking pattern or some type of, maybe a mental pattern that you thought maybe in some type of way that you didn't deserve money, or you didn't deserve some type of wealth. But this is now is changing. You're manifesting the opposite. And there's a lot of green here. That also again has to do with the heart chakra. And heart chakra is not always only about love, but it's also about opening up to new opportunities. Kind of surrender and be open to the new, to the grounded. With the 6 of Cups, and this is a little bit different energy. I'm getting that, as we can see, this person is kind of a little bit maybe unsatisfied, bored, tired. So, but look at kind of the inner child, just balancing, almost balancing, you know, some planets here. This could be also Saturn, some type. And then we have kind of the baggage here, you know, getting ready to take off in some type of way. But you have also 6-6, like the card that you selected. And 6 is also about, you know, it's love, it's balance, it's also better times ahead, that things are being easier, and it's equilibrium, and it's also victory. So you're succeeding when it comes to money. You're going, like said, from the 6 to the 8 of Pentacles. So you're succeeding when you're attracting things in a way that you haven't done in a long time, or maybe you didn't do before. Because as we can see here, it's like 3 steps. First, like the inner child, you know, when we thought that everything was possible, and then it's kind of a little bit grown up, kind of contemplating. Maybe it was also difficult to take some type of leap of faith or some type of inspired action. But you know, April, there is a month that there's so many things that is possible for us. There's a month that there's no retro, and there's a month about 6-7 planets, you know, being in Aries. Aries, you know, is like the first zodiac sign, like taking inspired action, like being bold, taking the move, you know, kind of don't be afraid to start things new. So with the Magician, this is something new also that you're starting. It could be also a dream come true, but because of the things that you're changing, you're, like I mentioned, you're opening maybe some type of emotional chakra when it comes to money, or it could also be like your heart chakra. This is opening because we can see in the center of the spread here is the 7 of Cups again. You have a lot of opportunities actually that is coming in for you if you just let it open. Just continue in this beautiful alignment that you just switch to, or you're about to switch very, very soon. There's a lot of opportunities coming in. And of course, you know, you use your discernment and with your instinct. But some of the opportunities, it could also be up to 3 opportunities for you to have more money, more wealth are coming in. The energy of the Queen of Cups, you are finally starting to nurturing yourself. You're listening to yourself, not, you know, external noise about what you want. And also you are visualizing, you know, maybe the amount of money, the amount of wealth. Maybe you want to travel. Maybe you want to have so much money that you want to travel and work differently. Because we can see here's also about traveling. We have also the water again, and also again we see the sea. So maybe you want to travel. Maybe take kind of one of sabbatical year and just travel, experience the world, experience life. Maybe you had a lot of responsibilities, is also what I'm getting, that you had to put things on hold, or it wasn't possible for you to celebrate achievements. But there's going to be celebration, and you see, you started with these 2 beautiful people that are so happy. Again, with the 8 of Pentacles, this kind of even more wealth that maybe you anticipated or expected to have. There's the roses here, but as we can see, you're putting yourself out there. You're not frightened to show the world who you are and to communicate what you want. And you're in and getting in this adventurous, like explorer modus. Really nice, interesting. Maybe some of you, I'm getting some type of new colorful tattoos, or some of you could start working with tattoos, opening your own business, for instance. There's also a possibility I'm getting for some of you that you're going to partner up when it comes to a job or start something new that maybe is something that you were never studied about, or something that maybe you thought that kind of the society or the world wasn't ready for. Okay, so let's take one more row for you. See? The Four of Swords. The Ace of Wands, yes. Yes, this is an extremely yes card, so... And then we have the light, but okay. Here, let's see if I do like this, so you can see the card. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles, I love it. I just mentioned that then this is just the energy, not the gender. You have been nurturing yourself and being in the energy of the Queen of Cups. Like listening to yourself, kind of supporting you, like backing up you, kind of, yes, I can do this, I can accomplish that. And now you're becoming the energy of the Queen of Pentacles. This is how wealthy you have the possibility to become. Really beautiful. We have the Knight of Wands. The celebration coming in again. The Knight of Wands. Yeah. And back of the deck, the Four of Pentacles. Again, maybe you want to travel for a year, take like I mentioned, sabbatical year or something, explore, be adventurous. You are not holding back anymore with the Four of Pentacles, back of the deck here. This is your time. You're ready for the wealth that I'm getting has been delayed, because I'll see again the Four of Swords. You have repeated numbers, you have 4-4. So there's something that, or you've been holding on to over nervous, or like I mentioned, could be responsibilities in life when it comes to job, family, children. But now it's something that you're focusing on yourself. Look at, you're kind of looking in front of you. You have the focus on the future, like the present moment and the future. You can see it's kind of directly contact kind of with the universe. And here is also the same. There is connecting these possibilities. Kind, really, really nice. So there's been some delays, or maybe you relax for some times, or maybe you need to think about things, change the patterns, or it was some type of blocking, or if there was some type of, you need to hold them for a while. But this is coming in now. This is your time. This is you. The Ace of Wands is a big yes. This is also probably energies such as Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. And Aries season, like I mentioned, with you have 2-4, and I mentioned here the 4. It could be a significant time for you. Also, Leo season. So it's a big yes. And it could be that you're starting something new with partnering up with somebody. But this is also about traveling. There's a lot of energy about traveling or starting something new. But there is possibilities, and you're going to gain wealth and money. Because the energy with the Queen of Pentacles, that's Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. You worked a lot. You gave a lot of yourself to others. Maybe there was time that was difficult and you just have to kind of hold it together, But look, you're smiling here. It's like, yes, I made it. All this wealth, this big pentacle. You are on your throne, you've been kind of crowned. This is celebration also. You finally made it. And then we have the 2 cards next to it. Here's the Knight of Wands. It's kind of you taking inspired action. This is also again about Aries season, Aries Leo season. There's some fireworks, there's celebration again. And the Year of the Horse. This is a year, significant. And then we have the 9 of Wands. Yeah, I'm getting again that you're not holding back anymore. the wall or the resistance, or that you didn't focus on yourself, put yourself first, this is changing. And again, I'm getting also that there's possibilities to travel, and there's also kind of the type of race, the connection that we saw here, kind of there's some type of download, or you're being more in alignment with the universe. It could be, or you know, if you believe in some type of deities, guides, etc. As we can see also, there's a lot of orange color, and that has to do, you know, with the sacral chakra. It's also about, you know, creativity and emotion. So it's also that you are creating the life that you are wanting, and you are being kind of more solution oriented, because now you feel that life is easy. You're being so with alignments. So really beautiful. I'm going to shuffle 2 oracle cards for you. Pile 1, and let's see what more we need to know about this wealth that is coming in. But a beautiful pile so far. Let's see. So you had 2 cards. Oops. So the first card, it says joy. Yeah, may you pursue what lights you up. Exactly. And we mentioned that there's going to be a lot of celebration. You have the possibility also to partner up with other people to create this dream come true, is what I'm getting. I'm getting the song with Hollands, make my dreams come true, you know, but that you're making that for yourself also. And it's joy, it's happiness. Again, there's a lot of water, so you'll also be in alignment with your feelings, your emotions, and maybe detaching. It was difficult when it comes to money. You're not holding back, you're not having the thoughts that maybe you shouldn't deserve. You deserve the money, you deserve the wealth, you deserve to have a beautiful life. And here again it says, oh, may you see the sublime in the everyday. And I mention again, the race is another confirmation. And here also, there you are connecting with your higher self. Really beautiful. So I'm going to end this for today with 1 oracle card. So let's see, beautiful one more for wealth. That card that we have here. Let's see what came here. This is number 19, so together 10, 1, like the magician, a new beginning. But the magician is also, you have all the tools, you always had all the tools. It's kind of, this is your birthright to have wealth, happiness, joy, and money in this lifetime. And it says angels, selenite, and angelite. As you can see here, there's actually wings. It could be feathers, but it's also wings. So there's a lot of communication that is coming in. I'm getting that with these opportunities that are approaching you. Could be 3 or 4 opportunities to have this wealth, to be the energy of the Queen of Pentacles, kind of the ultimate, like the highest. And this is also a new cycle, number 1 and also number 1 together. But with the angels, this is also, you're coming more in contact. Maybe you're receiving some type of guidance that you didn't want to hear, or you didn't believe in some way, now is coming in. Because this is also has to do with having kind of some type of angelic connections or universe connections. And I just mentioned that you were on a high vibrational. This is a very vibrational, high vibrational card to get, because of the, you know, the selenite and the angelite. That has to do with higher consciousness. So this is something maybe that you are allowing yourself also to opening up higher chakras, like the 3rd eye chakra. And when it comes to, you know, communication and telepathy. And also I'm getting that you're ready to receive the blessings that is coming in for you. Also speaking, you know, your truth, and with all this blue is also about the throat chakra. I'm also getting that if you need some assistance or guidance, don't be afraid to ask for a sign, for the angels or the divine, or, you know, the universe, what you believe in. But it's a really, really positive things coming in for you, really nice cards, after maybe some stagnant times or delays or obstacles. So I hope it resonated. Please let me know. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Peace and love. and welcome, pile 2. If you selected the Wheel of Fortune, so number 10 when it comes to the other one, this is your reading. Maybe the moon phases may also be significant. So there's a small star here, and this kind of a big shining star. So this is actually, I'm getting that this is a new season for you. This is a new beginning when it comes to wealth. As we can see, this is the 4 seasons. So again, I'm filming this, in April. So maybe April season is also significant. And I'm kind of been drawn to more this parts, kind of this more like spring to summer. So maybe summer is going to be quite significant when it comes to this new cycle, when it comes to wealth, money. And also Wheel of Fortune, maybe something is destined. We're going to see more about that in the cards and channel messages. But it's a new cycle, there's something new and big, because this is a major arcana that is changing for you. And you also chosen the Pyrite gemstone. This has to do, so the binkley. This has to do a lot of also letting go of obstacles. And it's also about communication boundary, but it has to do with wealth and money. So let's see for beautiful pile 2, and thank you for being here. What more can we know when it comes to wealth? Pile 2, let's see. Oh, the star. Wow, this is a big synchronicity. I mentioned that you have the star, like the big star and the little star, and here you have the star. Okay, so far so good. The 2 of Pentacles next to it. The Hierophant. Wow, I mean, talk about a new cycle. Really, really nice. Oh, the Judgment, another major arcana. This is a big change, a really big change. But when you have the Wheel of Fortune, it's already a big change. The Ace of Wands. Woohoo! I love it. I love it. I love it. Wow. Okay. So again, like I mentioned with the Wheel of Fortune, you had this big illuminating star, like a big pentacle, and a little one. There's also the new cycle, but it's also some things that are destined. Although 5 cards here, you have 4 of them are major arcana, and then you have the 2 of Pentacles, when we talk about money and wealth. Okay, so first of all, the star. This is a big wish fulfillment that you are attracting when it comes to wealth and money. You have been practicing a lot of healing. You've been extremely patient. You could also be Aquarius, is what I'm getting. There is balance, and there's also equilibrium coming in for you. And what is interesting is we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and there's a big star, like almost like one in the Wheel of Fortune. Like there is a connection there. And the star, is Aquarius also. For some of you, I'm getting that maybe you actually wanting to be a star, meaning you maybe want to be an actor, maybe you want to sing, maybe you want to write a book, or be some type of coach that speaks about emotions with all this water, and healing. And there is actually a heart. So this is something that you're passionate about. This is something that you wanted. And with all these emotions, this is actually growth. And we can see the water that comes here, from the earth, is that it kind of creates rivers. But this is also could be like the veins, veins like we have in the body. So there's a connection because we need water so that it can flow to come around. And this one has kind of the top on, the lid on. This one hasn't. So, and there's something about 2. You're pile 2, but it's something about 2. So for some of you, it's going to be 2 opportunities, not exactly maybe 2 offers, but 2 opportunities to be like a star, Maybe you want to be, like I mentioned, famous. Maybe you want to be a painter. For some of you, there's maybe something at the beginning that you're going to have like your regular job, and then you're starting something that is your passion and that you will continue in the future. But this is also like I mentioned, is something that is destined in your birth chart when you have the star both. With the Two of Pentacles, and I mentioned two, so it could be two opportunities for some of you. Maybe you have many skills, but this is money is increasing. Because this kind of person is kind of, you know, dancing or celebrating, you know, kind of, there's so much wealth and money that doesn't have to kind of need to worry, you know, going out in the hills singing, type of, you know, the energy of the Sound of Music when Julie Andrews does that at the beginning of the movie. Not everything that happens, but just this kind of celebration is happiness, kind of grounding also the energy. So, like I mentioned, it could be two opportunities or two offers. And one of them is kind of your passion, this become true. You have the Hierophant. And the Hierophant, again, this is a contract. We can see the key is here. So for some of you, this is also Taurus, a Taurus card. So Taurus season, right after Aries. So from April to May, may be significant. But you can see the two cats. So there's something significant about two. Two offers or two opportunities. And the person is kind of doing like this, even though there's some type of, because it's supposed to be the Hierophant, some type of blessing, but it's some type of two, and you can see that the cats are kind of looking. So for some of you, there is a contract coming in that's going to give you a lot of money. I've been drawn very much to this crown, and you see all the stars. It's kind of always you have stars in different cards that are not supposed to be on the original tarot deck, that are following you. Maybe there's also some, maybe you have connection with stars, maybe you are a starseed. And for some of you, I'm getting that maybe you are starting your own healing praxis. Maybe it was something of divine timing, and now you're ready for that. You're ready to leave your regular job, and maybe you're going to become a famous healer. You're going to be like a star, you know, out and about. People will notice you, give you a lot of knowledge and success and good feedback. For others of you, I mentioned you maybe are going to be a coach, that when it comes to emotions, feelings. We have all these books, so I'm getting you a very wise, a very intellectual. Maybe you are more wise or think you're more detail-oriented than most people. So it could be that you are getting a book offer. But again, we have so many places. It could be like also maybe you're getting, you know, this could be of course a contract about writing a book. This could also be the keys to your new praxis. Maybe you're opening like a new healing praxis, or maybe you're opening your own studio when it comes to music or something. This Judgment card, this is a Scorpio card, 20, so together is 2, again 2. And they're getting the divine timing very strongly again with the wings. Or maybe you're going to become a musician, you know, we're already went to that. You're going to start to write lyrics, maybe you're going to be known for your lyrics, or you're going to sing songs, you know, the people are going to come and watch you, like with the cats, you know, you will have an audience. But this is also that people will know you, you will be recognized, known, because we can see, you know, with the angel, with the trumpet, it's some type of announcement, kind of people knowing who you are. You are good at what you do, really good with your skills. Very hard third eye chakra. And together again we have the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands, you know, with also the flowers. You're also lighting the way for others, I'm getting with this card. So you could be some type of mentor, coach. But this is, or healer, like I mentioned, but this is, people are going to listen to you. You have a big impact in people. You already have, but you will have more when you kind of start with this, that you're passionate about. You have the opportunity also to, after some while, to, you know, move into a big villa or something, you know, luxurious. Maybe again, you know, move to the mountains or special. There's a hill here again with this. And there's kind of the sun, you know, like celebration again. This is creativity, following your creativity, following your passion, going for what you want. This is going to give you what you want. Not only when it comes to wealth, money, but wealth, kind of public recognition and success. And it's going to fulfill you so much that people are going to look up to you and give you credit for what you teach them, or the healing, you know, or what you sing. Oh, really, really nice. Let's see, so one more row, pile 2. The 9 of Wands. The 4 of Cups. The energy of the Queen of Swords. The Hanged One. Now we need one more card. The Sun. Yes, I mentioned the Sun. Here it comes. I'm hearing almost like the you know, the Beatles song. Here comes the sun. Doo -doo -doo -doo. So happiness, celebration. The back of the deck, the Queen of Pentacles. Very, very nice. A new spring. I'm getting that some years, you know, in the future, you're going to look back at this time when you started all these things, and you're going to be so happy that you know, put yourself out there, or started this, accepted this opportunity, or wrote the book, or, you know, started your healing praxis. It's kind of looking back and kind of, wow, I'm so happy that I did this. And this is some type of diploma also that you are going to get, some type of diploma, winning award, something. So with the 9 of Wands, this could be that maybe you thought it was difficult to start this, you know, to be out in the spotlight, or to share your skills. You have many skills I'm getting here with the world. It could be healing abilities, but you're not afraid of that anymore. And there is, with the 4 of Cups, there is this opportunity or offer that is maybe going to be a little bit surprised the way it comes, because of course we have the Wheel of Fortune, so something about this is kind of destined. There is fate in this. And I'm getting also some type of family tree. This could be also like a money tree, a tree of wealth. So you are very, very close to achieve this. As we can see, here is the cup of coffee or cocoa, and the 3 cups are empty, but this one has the liquid on. And again, I'm being drawn to this blue ribbon here, and I'm getting that you are getting your throat chakra. You're not afraid to speak, and I mentioned that there's about communication and also the blocking your communication skill, throat chakra, and there's a lot of blue. So, and in your work, if you're going to be, you know, a musician or healer or a writer, even though you're not kind of speaking in public, you're speaking your words through communication or through a book. So you're going to communicate a lot. And we started actually with, in the star card, that is Aquarius, which is one of the air signs, such as Libra and Gemini also. And here we have the energy of the Queen of Swords. And there's transformation coming in. And again, you see, you're not afraid to speak in front of an audience or to heal. This is also, you know, you're healing people. This could also be that you are speaking about a book or you're singing. And again, air energy such as Aquarius, Libra or Gemini. So for you, actually, I'm getting that because with number 10, I'm getting October, Libra, Gemini season, that's May to June, or Libra season, September to October, may be quite significant. This could be when maybe there's a contract that's been signed or something. With the Hanged One, here as we can see, things will change for you. You will have this wealth, you will have the fame. But here this reminds me, you know, it's some halo or aura, but reminds me about the sun again. And now you can see you're not kind of just waiting there. You're taking a leap of faith here. Just illumination. Really, really nice. So we have the sun. I mentioned the sun, so here it is. And this is a Leo card, so again summer. I mentioned that summer may be significant, and Gemini is May to June, so there's also a summer indication. Again, we can see this is celebration, the sunflowers, there's happiness. And it's again about being in the spotlight, it's about public recognition, it's about success, and people applauding you. Like we mentioned, you might get, you know, an award or diploma for what you do. Maybe not right away, but you know, after some while, and you're going to give people healing. It could also be because of the songs that you sing or the lyrics that you write, the books that you write. And one thing I'm also getting is that people will look to you, respect you, because you're going to help a lot of people, and maybe this is part of actually your soul mission. I'm getting a lot of channel messages when it comes to this pile. So yes, you're starting kind of this new spring for you, and we can see it's almost the same color, the flowers, as we can see here. This is spring into summer. Okay, so I'm gonna take the oracle cards to see. And I'm gonna put this card a little bit up so you can see it. There's so much glare here today, like this, so we can have both. Yeah. Okay. So one more oracle card. Beautiful pile 2. Okay, I was told to take 2. Maybe, you know, because pile 2 gets 2. Nice. Okay, so the first card that you got was Decide. May you navigate with purpose. Yeah. Again, I'm getting that this is a part of your soul mission, like your soul purpose, your higher level self. And maybe you've been nervous or just been holding back, but now you're going for it. And this could be that there is like 2 offers or 2 opportunities coming in for you, but in different areas is what I'm getting. So you will have to take a decision, but we already can see that this is, some part of this is destined for you, so you will, you know, finally go for it. And then we have, again, a lot of third eye chakra, all of these psychic abilities. You have the rainbow. Look, this hope, this is beautiful what is coming in for you. Celebration again. It says gratitude. May you honor all that you receive. And you're going to receive so much, and people are going to be grateful for you. So, let's see, one more oracle card. Pile 2. These cards feel like dancing. Yeah, I feel that's what you're gonna do. You're going to dance with joy, or no, some type of celebration with joy. So let's see. One card. The last message for today. Pile 2. Let's see what we got here. Let's see, we have 2 cards. Pile 2 gets 2 cards. So the first card that came here is Clarity and number 9. Third of you may be significant. We spoke about Gemini season. Clarity with Herkimer diamond. Again, this is throat chakra. And, you know, diamonds are also very strong. I'm getting also the message that you are stronger than you think. So kind of. And there's also that you're being divine protected in this mission, in this endeavor, which is pretty nice. Let's see. And then you had another card. Just let me see if there's more messages before I go to the next card that you got. Yeah, so this is also about your being more clear, or clarity comes easier to you. You're also going to be in an energy that you're going to manifest easier. And 2 things I'm getting also, that with the stone here is also about removing blockages, like the blocking chakras, like we mentioned, like you are already doing. And it's also about kind of vision that you already are in this beautiful energy, but this is something that is coming quite soon, I'm getting. And the next card that we had was, oh, that's green again, and 56, 11 together, 2. like I mentioned, 2 may be significant for you. And this is gratitude, gross solarite. Yes, and you have kind of gratitude twice. So I'm getting also that you are a very grateful person, but you have also a very good, kind, golden heart is what I'm getting. Because as we can see here, kind of the heart chakra, that's green. This is kind of the center. This is your center. It could also be that the 5th of June, again, Gemini season, maybe June is also a month that's going to be very significant for you. We mentioned Gemini season, May to June, maybe quite important. I'm getting also that with the sun, that has also to do, you know, with optimism and joy. You know, happens. Maybe you also had joy in the card. So this is also, you know, if you're aware about the gemstone garnet, you know, that comes in many colors, this has to do with abundance also. You have a lot of green, and you can see that the Ace of Wands here was also a lot of green. Also kind of being more in contact both with kind of the earth, but also following more your instinct. And again, this is also about, again, that you're manifesting a lot of things and visualize that you already have it. So quite interesting. So this is what I had for you, pile 2. Please let me know. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Peace and love. Hello and welcome, pile 3. If you selected this card, the Sacred card, or the Hierophant, number 5, this is your reading. So what is interesting with this card is this, both is a Taurus card, and Taurus is a part of April, so April, May. So maybe you're a Taurus season may be significant for you. And I'm getting for some of you, maybe you are just had birthday or are soon going to have birthday, so happy birthday. This is interesting because, as we know, this is also a sign that could be that there is a contract coming in. So you're signing a contract. You know, we're speaking about what's next when it comes to wealth. And the thing is, there's also something about the moon cycles, and the cat here has his eyes closed, and there are 2 angels. So, and 2 keys, but there are different type of keys. I'm getting also that maybe you're going to also experience to have an epiphany or some type of judgment call, that you're going to realize something. There's something about clarity in how you can increase your wealth. That is one of the things that I'm getting. But also it could be a contract, and there's also some keys. So there's also more solutions. Things are being, you know, more clear. That's one of the things. And also you've chosen the gemstone, the Malachite, and this is also about, you know, money, abundance. This is also about the heart chakra, and it's also about growth, expansion and growth. So there could be also different types of wealth coming in for you. So I'm going to shuffle the cards for you, beautiful pile 3, and let's see what's next for pile 3 when it comes to wealth. So thank you for being here today, and hope you're doing great. Okay, the first card, second card. Okay, let's see. Let's start with the first card that came here. Let's see. The first card that you have is the Bull Kitty. This is actually the Fool. So there is a big change. There is a reset, you know. We have number 0, this is a Major Arcana, so this is a big change. And also number 5 is a card about change. The next card that came next to it is the energy of the Empress. So like a god, goddess, really nice. And this is very purple, so there's also something about maybe that you're following your intuition even more when it comes to wealth. And we can see the angels, the cat angels, the kitten angels are a little bit purple also. So definitely following more intuition. And also you can see both of the cats have its eyes closed. Oh, and the third card that came here is actually the Strength card. You still with this purple, yeah. It could be two things when it comes to wealth. For some of you, there's something that you are starting. You're not like something new, but this is big major changes. You have only major arcanas, and I'm getting that your intuition is going to increase also. You're opening up to that. And also I'm getting something that your prayers are being heard. Even not exactly the way that you wanted them to come in. They are coming in. And maybe, you know, in a different way. So let's see. This other card. Next card that flew. Oh, love it. The Nine of Pentacles. Yes. And one more card for Spirit. Pile number 3. Oh, the Four of Wands. Oh, yeah. This could be also after some type of hardships, or sometimes of things have been difficult, because I'm seeing kind of the Nine of Wands. Kind of maybe you have to, some type of, not fighting, but you know, work hard for what you deserve, for your rights. But things are changing in a big way. So I mentioned also that your instinct is increasing, and there's some type of aha moment, epiphany, how to change your wealth. But it's also, I'm getting very drawn to the keys. First of all, with the Fool, as you can see, it's also the same orange, you know, it's the same. There's kind of, I'm getting that all your chakras are coming in alignment, because there's a lot of purple, green, and also the orange. So as we can see, this is the Fool. Here is the Sun, so there are better times ahead. And actually this is a card that also reminds about the beginning, like for instance Aries season, that is in April. And we can see that the kitten is quite ready, you know, has already packed the little bag over here. We have the Moon again and the Turtle. So there's some type also of excitement that is you have about starting this new cycle. Cycle could be also in your life. But there is a contract that is coming in with some type of way. For some of you, there is a contract that you're relocating. Because of that relocation, there is something that is changing in you, that you're going to attract actually more money and more wealth. It seems kind of that all the experience, life lessons, all the knowledge is that you are using now and traveling light. We have also the Turtle, and you know, slow and steady wins the race. And I'm, you know, being drawn to the Four of Wands. That is a card about celebration and happiness. So there is kind of the new you that is here when it comes to wealth. Next to it we have the Empress. So the energy of the Empress, no matter the gender. Again, this is Libra and Taurus. So you have two cards that comes to Taurus, so it may be quite strong in your chart. Or Taurus season from April to May may be quite significant. So this is, you're kind of going first from kind of the beginning to number 3. And you're pile 3, so maybe 3 is also significant. And this is a little bit of a jump of a timeline. And this is also Major Arcana, meaning this is a big change. When you are in the energy of the Empress, it's kind of, you have this inner knowing. You also are very, you know, supportive and nurturing person, very caring. But now it's time kind of, now is your time to receive what you've been given, to put it that way. You're going to see all this hard work that you put, that is kind of coming back to you. I'm getting this kind of some type of this boomerang energy. Maybe it's astrology significant for some of you, but and again there's a lot of sunflowers, and it's also a sign about relocating, and we also see that there are keys there again. So you're attracting wealth. You're attracting opportunities to come to you instead of going after opportunities. So there's kind of two things. It's kind of this contract. It's also this epiphany. And for some of you, you're actually relocating to a better place energetically that is going to make you have a lot of money and abundance and wealth. It sounds maybe a little bit strange, but sometimes if you're into numerology, what it has to do, you know, with our life path number and when we live. Sometimes it could be that they're not in alignment, the signs, and kind of sometimes things in life stop a little bit. Kind of there are some type of blocks, but sometimes you don't get to choose where you're going to live. Sometimes it's you have to move where is available. You know, it this times is in many places there is difficult to just say I want to live there. Of course, it's possible, but not always. But I'm also getting that the energy, this relocating, and it doesn't seem that it's far away, but I'm also getting that the energy of you is kind of changing. You're getting more exciting, there's more joy, there's more happiness, kind of celebration, which is very, very nice and beautiful. With all this orange that you have, this is also the sacral chakra. So again, there's a lot of creativity coming in for you. Like I mentioned, it could be that you have an epiphany what you can do yourself, kind of with your abilities, with your skills for a living. Maybe that you can be your own kind of business owner. The Nine of Pentacles, excuse me, the Strength here. So you go like from 0 the beginning to 3 to 8. I'm getting that wealth is going to come to you quite fast. Right after you move, if you are going to relocate soon, or right after you had this epiphany. There are two things that are coming into you. This has to do with wealth. And oh bless me, excuse me. That's a confirmation. When I sense there is a confirmation, sorry about that. And then you go to 8, and 8. This is a strength card. This is the fiery energy. You're taking also a leap of faith. The Fool is also about taking a leap of faith, but also with the strength. You can see there is movement, but in difference to this card is you already are some steps ahead. This is for down the road. And now this is also a Leo card, and Leo is from July to August. So maybe something starts to happen in a small in Taurus season, and then something bigger in Leo season. So 0, 3, 8. Maybe there is also a card combination. Maybe the 3rd of August can be significant still in Leo season. But you have the strength. And we can see the crystal ball is also following. It could be also that because you are opening up for this intuition or some type of synchronicities or psychic downloads, or maybe there's messages that you are receiving when you're sleeping. This is something that you're not afraid to continue to step forward. And this is why you're going to be very wealthy. You're also going to be quite grounded, because we can see there's a different kind of suit to this cat. So he's kind of more another timeline. And we can see that there is some nice clothes, but it's also a lot of, with the green, a lot of grounding. So you have also, even though you are being more intuitive, you also kind of have your feet, grounded on the earth. But this is a big improvement for you that is going to happen. The change is going to be quite soon. And there's also celebration here. And the 8 is also a number about longevity, stability. So something that you start this year may be your fruit for many, many years. With the 9 of Pentacles, as we can see with the mushrooms and so on, there's a lot of growth. This is being independent. This is that you yourself have been working hard to reach this level. There's a lot of money. 9 of Pentacles is a card about wealth and money and abundance. There is also this wish fulfillment coming in for you, something that you wanted. Maybe since you were a kid, because we can see also that there's kind of a younger kitten and becomes to a cat later. And with the 4 of Wands, there is a card about celebration. That's also a card about relocating, like I mentioned for some of you. But for us, this is celebration. This is celebrating wealth. This is celebrating what you are accomplishing. Maybe also you are going to do some type of gratitude journal or rituals, because we can see there's with here with the fire space is kind of celebrating coming together, and we still are in this fiery energy that we had here with Leo, Sagittarius and Aries. And there's the moon again, like we saw in the Hierophant. So let's take another row and let's see what more for poetry when it comes to wealth. What's next? We have another Arcana. This is the Hermit, a Virgo card. Okay, let's see what are the cards that came here. First of all, we have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Wow. The High Priestess, another Arcana. The Nine of Cups. Yes, okay. Start to shuffle for last card. Let's see. And a Ten of Wands. It flipped out and wanted to come out again. Yes, and back of the deck is the Three of Swords, meaning that the hard times, the hardship times, maybe lack of money, difficult times, this is something that is in the past. This is wealth coming in for you. So I'm also getting, if I continue with the next row here, is that actually you're also going to attract new people in your life. So there's also going to be wealth when it comes to new people, new friends. It could also be soul family. Nice. So again, this Virgo card, like with the both cards here, we have Pentacles. So this is also could be that this epiphany that is coming, because we can see this is, you have a lot of purple, and again I mentioned third eye chakra opening or being more intuitive, like knowing what is next. You still have the crystal ball following you on your path. So this inner knowing, again, like we mentioned with the energy of the goddess, but with the Empress. But this is also the way, you can say that in this epiphany, there's something that is illuminating your way further. Kind of, you're also ready to take this leap of faith, to start this new. But this is also the solutions. I mentioned that there's going to be solutions coming in for you. And also, because you know you have a lot of Taurus energy, both with the Hierophant and the Empress, both earth signs. There's something maybe also that has to do with earth signs. Again, we mentioned Taurus a lot, and the next earth season is Virgo. So Virgo, that's straight after the Strength card. You go from 8 to 9, and this is all from August to September. I'm being shown the number 21, so number 21, 3, pile number 3, could be significant for you. So when we have, what is interesting is that you have the Seven of Pentacles reversed. And you can see, even though they're two different cards, you still have the sunflowers. So I'm getting that things that maybe have been, you know, going slow, stagnant, like I mentioned, there's been some lack. Like this time to be patient is over. It doesn't mean that you're not going to be patient anymore, but the things I'm getting that maybe you have tolerated or you have gone through, and there's some hardships, that is over, because there's fast movement. We mentioned you go from 0 to 3 to 8 to 9, and I'm getting also there's some top, you're leading in your life. It could also be that this thing that you are going to create, you're going to maybe show the way for others about how you change your life, how you change when it comes to money or wealth. Again, I mentioned your psychic abilities, your intuition. We have the High Priestess, the energy of the High Priestess, number 2. And again, we can see the crystal ball, and you're seeing clearly the eye. So you are kind of seeing maybe a glimpse about your future, about your wealth. But your wealth is coming, and something may be significant during April or Taurus season, April, May. And then it continues, quite quickly, and then it's going to be, from 8 to 9. It's more kind of stable. And Nine of Pentacles, there's a lot of money and wealth. And I mentioned also about wisdom, knowledge, experiences that you're kind of using. And there's also a lot of, I'm getting protection, and I'm also getting, because, the lavendel is also, has to do with protection, and it's antibacterial, so it's very healthy. And look, the special eyes. But I'm getting kind of, you are seeing things clearly for yourself. You know what to do. You're following your intuition like never before. And because of that, maybe you are opening for also other skills, also other opportunities. So again, you have 9, and you have 9 again. And I mentioned that I saw number 9. So with the 9 of whiskers, this is the 9 of cups. This is actually the wish fulfillment. This is one of the most happiest cards, together with the sun. Here is, you can now relax. This is also water signs such as Scorpio, Cancer, zodiac sign, or Pisces. But you are so happy. You're kind of just laying down on the beach, or relaxing with a star, sea star, and the wish coming true for you. And it's also maybe, like I mentioned, some type of download or messages, because if you put this type of seashells next to the ear, like the one is holding, and it's purple, so it's another confirmation, is kind of, you can hear kind of the sea, the wave sometimes. Let's see if there's something more. But you're going to be quite happy about what comes for you. I'm getting that it will be more that you even have imagined or dreamed. Let me see. I see also that you have three of the runes here. You have also the rune here, that is the Isa. That's also to do, with kind of coherence. And you have also, you have 2 more runes here. Let me see. This one has also to do with luck, actually. And you have another one, the 3rd one. This also has to do with water. This is Lagoose. Also about renewal and fertility. Fertility is also like the Empress. And in this case, I'm getting like fertility, like creation. But I mentioned that you are creating something, for yourself, for your wealth. Maybe something that is new, or something that is very innovative. And you're ending the spread here with the 10 of Wands. And the 10 of Wands, this is different than the other ones. Sometimes it seems that there's difficult times, but we can see here just that you have accomplished. This could be, like later in time, as we can see with the cat and with all the kittens. We have, like I see, many suns, like the sun, but many of them. And this is also Wands, like the card that you have, the 4 of Wands, and also there will still this energy that you're taking the leap of faith, still in this energy that you are celebrating happiness. Kind of, this is kind of more in the future, kind of the new cycle, that wow, this is what I created, you know. I'm so proud that, for instance, you followed your intuition, your epiphany, etc. But you have another rune here in the basket, and this has also to do with property. So I mentioned that for some of you, you are actually moving, and you know the basket for the kids, and when they are young, there is kind of there where they stay until they grow up, kind of they become cats. So there is a lot of possibility that, and happiness, you know, that is coming in for you, and things, when they start to change, you're going to change actually quite quickly. Is I'm getting also that you are starting, it could be something that you're leaving, like some type of heritage, or a legacy, because this is kind of home. So you have actually several runes. Really interesting. And like I mentioned, you're kind of accomplishing more that you thought you were going to accomplish, or you're going to have more what you wanted. But again, I'm getting with the Isa is that you have been very patient. You know, we have the Seven of Pentacles, whereas you've been extremely patient, and things have been, you know, still. And this has also to do with ice, kind of the ice that is melting, because you know this is happiness. You have 2 nines with the 9 of Pentacles and 9 of Cups. Wish fulfillment. You're getting what you wanted, what you dreamed of. You can relax. You can, you know, celebrate. Let me see before I take the oracle cards if there's something more that is coming in. Also, I'm getting again that because there are so many nines, I saw first number 9, and then you have 9, 9, 9. September may be significant for you. The month of September. Or maybe you have birthday then, and I also mentioned that I saw number 21. Yeah, I think I would like to add one more thing, because when it comes to this rune, the rune, this also about water, but it's also about, you know, the wheel of fortune, like things are changing in for you. But it's also about transformation. I'm getting that you have transformed a lot, both internally and, you know, on the outside. But this is also that you have remained your faith. You know, in no matter what happened, you still had your faith. What is, you know, important when things happened. So again, this is symbolic also that there is stagnation times are over. And this is also knowing a little bit knowledge of the future. And it's another confirmation, because I mentioned with all the crystal balls that are following you on all your cards, this is kind of telling that you will know a little bit. You have this inner knowing that the next step, what to do. But wealth is coming, you know, the 9 of Pentacles. Wealth and money, a lot of changes in your life, and attracting new people, soul family. Let's see. Okay. You have 2 cards that came at once. We're going to take them both. Lightness, beautiful. May the light lift you to the surface. And we can see actually that with, you know, the Hermit, you're having clarity, you have the epiphany, or there's something that is becoming clear. You know what to do next. So there's the light that is coming in. Another confirmation. What was the next card? Yeah, fate. Remember also that it has to do also with the card that you're trusting. Faith, trust. Right? Trust, you have trust again. So it's a confirmation. Look, it's almost the same blue color. faith, may trust steady your fears. And then maybe for some of you, you wanted, you know, to buy a sailboat, or maybe write a book about sailing that is going to be very popular. You maybe a bestseller, maybe something to do about the sea, about swimming could be also. But I'm getting that there's a dream at least coming true when it comes to the wealth. And I will take one oracle card. So let's see. Yeah, you're becoming more and more powerful, because I'm drawn to the strength card. So one more card, a beautiful pile 3. What can we know? What's next when it comes to wealth? Okay, this one, okay. Interesting. I mentioned that with all this purple, your intuition is increasing. So we have another confirmation for that. Intuition, it says you, exactly. You are choosing. This is your time. You are winning. You are celebrating. You're going for what you want. Again, it could be that Taurus season, it starts in April. You have 4. It's important. Again, a lot of purple. And I mentioned that your intuition is increasing. And here we have. And we have also number 9 again. September may also be very significant. Maybe you're 72 years or 27. The years could also be 7th of February, 2nd of July. Really, really nice. And I was told to show you the back of the deck. And there's another confirmation. The seeing eye. And again, I mentioned that you're seeing things clearly. We have the eye here in this crystal ball that is following me all the way. So this is another confirmation. The eye in the middle, the seeing eye, Septarian. And 38. You know, this could also be, again, something about 11, 3rd of August, 8th of March, like the International Women's Day. Really interesting. Let's see if there's something more. You have 2 eyes, so there you're seeing things clearly. This epiphany. It's kind of you getting like an extra gift or something, kind of that is going to help you on the way. This could also be contact with higher realms, if you're open to that. Because this stone, you know, the Septarian, has also to do with awakening. And I mentioned at the beginning that maybe you're having, you know, a judgment call, an awakening, an epiphany. And this is another confirmation. What is also interesting when it comes to the Septarian is that also being formed from seashells, and you have different seashells. So again, maybe together with the sea cards, that the sea is important for you. Maybe it's where you get also energy, or maybe it's, you know, you will move there, or there's something that is good for you to be there, swim there, or be next to it to get inspiration or some type of a download, or just give you more energy, you know, to kind of continue with things. Another thing is that I mentioned that you are also very protected. And again, this stone has also to do with protection. So this could also protection, you know, that you're being protected. Maybe why things took so long for this wealth to come, or for you to open for the wealth. It depends, you know, we have different timelines and different life experiences. But it could also be that if you've been rejected, there's been some protection. So like rejection is protection, even though it's difficult to hear that when it happens. So getting both, you know, protected on the earth and both protected when it comes to the divine. All this purple that we mentioned. Maybe with this card, because I'm getting ancestors' energy, and this has also to do with both legacy and heritage. Maybe you're also something you learned when you were a kid, you know, like symbolic of the kitten, is something that you know you're ready to show the world, or some skills that's going to give you a lot of wealth, happiness, celebration, abundance. But you're going to lead the way for other people also. Kind of you're paying something forward. But this was what I had for you and the wealth. Very interesting and very nice energy. So take care of yourself, and thank you for watching. See you next time. Peace and love.